Watch part 1 or 2 of my How to Plan series to first create your priorities list. Okay, so you have your list of some of the main areas in each of the categories: self-care, friends, family, household, financial, and your main goals for the year. Then I want you to pull out just a few things and like the main areas so that you can decide where you're tracking them in your planner. So I took some sticky notes and I wrote the areas and made a decision about which planners I'm using and what I'm tracking in each of the areas. So let me walk through them very quickly with you. This is the Go Getter Girl Disc Scallop Planner. So pretty. It's brand new. It's undated for this year. So we'll have a video coming soon where I'll set it up and get it all dated. But the basic sections for the planning part, it also has goal setting. But the planning sections are a monthly section, a weekly section, or no, if you have the wire bound one, the signature one, it has a weekly also. This one does not for the disc, which is fine because I'm going to be using a different weekly. So it has a monthly and it has daily pages and the goal setting pages. So let me show you how I'll be using those. Number one, I'm going to use the monthly overview page to track my fitness because it's one of my main goals for this year. I want it to have its own section, and that way at a glance I can see how many days I've actually worked on fitness and either some kind of health, wellness, fitness activity with a focus on fitness. Then there is a monthly budget place here. Now, as I have mentioned before, I don't spend a lot of time on budget because I have everything pretty much automated. I only have to pay one or two bills every month. So, but I do need to make sure they're done. So I do put those here. And then I have this extra space if I want to do like expense tracking or anything else budget wise. I can have this page just for budget. Okay, now let's flip over. There's a vision board page, which I love those. I usually only do them once or twice a year, but this planner allows for you to do that once a month. And I think I'm going to try to do that this year. It'll be better for me to keep my eyes on my goals that way. So I took some of the major other categories: self-care, family, household, job, and work, that I want to track daily. So I'll be tracking like my job work schedule here, things that I need to do with family, household things I need to do, and then like self-care things in the self-care category, like doctor's appointments and that kind of stuff. So those are the things that will be tracked on this daily schedule page. All right, and that's it for this planner. And I'm going to be building a frankenplanner with these three in a separate video. So because I know myself and I've practiced a lot of different ways of planning, I like to have them all in one planner so it's easy to flip to each section every day when it's my planning time. And so like I'll flip to the journal page, I'll journal. I'll flip to the daily page, I'll fill that out. I'll flip to the weekly, whatever. So that's how I'm going to set it up in a different video. So here's my weekly. This is in a happy planner. This one I am using for tracking videos that I posted. So I'm going to continue. This is an 18-month and I've been using it for that already and it works really good for me. So I'm going to keep doing that. On the monthly, I'm putting the videos posted. Let me try to show you one. There's one. Like I haven't finished filling that one out. Here's a pretty one. So I like put a sticker and filled in all the videos so that I can see, okay, good. I didn't post anything this week, but I did post a few things these weeks. I did pretty good this month for August. So I like to be able to see things at a glance like that. So this monthly overview will be just for videos posted. Then in the weekly, it will be for my small business, videos that I'm working on, and other projects for my business. So that's all that's in this section. And I will be decorating this planner. I should write that on there too, because it's going to be part of my decorating schedule. So I'm going to put decorate because I won't be decorating everything. All right, so that's that planner, and that's this happy planner. Oh, actually it had a different cover. It's the blush in it. All right, and then I chose a horizontal planner for journaling. This one's the Nightmare Before Christmas happy planner. I just thought it was adorable. I'm going to use this monthly for planning ahead in this planner because, hear me out. That's going to be my plan ahead, like a regular calendar style, like you would for a wall, like a regular calendar, to kind of plan ahead everything. Like just all the big things going on, like vacations, doctor appointments, like things I want to make sure I see in advance, like the big things that I don't want to miss, so that I can plan my month ahead on that page like a calendar. And that way, when I'm working in my daily schedule like this, I can work off of that. And when I'm working in my weekly schedule for my projects, I can work off of that one. So when I'm working in this planner or this planner, I can look at my month ahead as I'm working on my plan. So I can just kind of see the overview of everything that's going on as I'm filling out my other project plans. Right, the second part of this horizontal planner is I'm going to be decorating it and using it as a daily journal. Daily journaling has been one of the best activities that I've done using my planners. And I want you to pick a reason for your journaling. It can be totally open-ended and you can journal about anything, but do that on purpose. Like on purpose, allow yourself to write about anything, or give yourself a topic. And your topic can be gratitude. It can be memory keeping. It can be a specific area that you're wanting to develop, like things you've learned in a specific area, things you're reading. If you're studying something, write your notes. What did I learn today? It can also be experiences, places you've been, or movies you've watched. It can be anything. Just pick something that you want to journal about, and it can be different every month. But just journaling in general has been like one of the best things. Even if it's just gratitude, it's amazing. It will be worth it for the practice of journaling. I promise. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. So that's how I'm going to be using this planner. I want to show you this really cute. I did a little Halloween spread already in this one. Look how cute. So I want to do really fun decorative spreads like this that I can then journal in, because I just love the inspiration of journaling in something decorated. So fun. So I'm going to show you how I'll be combining these into one frankenplanner in a future video.